Good morning to you guys. This is Rusty 78609 from Valley of the Fires, New Mexico on a beautifully clear day after a very windy night last night. It is Wednesday, April the 4th, 2018 at 7:43 a.m. I'm a little later this morning and I don't know why. I just slept till I got up because I don't ever set an alarm anywhere. Got a beautiful view out my window over the lava flow, if lava's pretty, which I guess it is, different. But anyway, yeah, we had a hell of a wind last night. I mean, it was blowing. But anyway, that's desert. Whenever they say there's going to be moderate winds, that's almost hurricane force, okay? I mean, I don't know what it is, but it was high last night because my little RV was just do. And anyway, it's on all, I got 4 jacks down, so, that's all you can do. But anyway, thanks for all your comments, and for those of you that use the Amazon link in the description of my videos, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And what we'll do today is whenever I finish this video and go for my walk, it's not windy at all now. It's dead calm, but we paid for it last night. And the temperature is probably 35 to 40 in that range. Pretty cool. Yeah, it was a little cool. I got one burner on the stove, and it's very comfy in here right now, so I'm not complaining. And I got on my orange shirt. Have you ever seen it before? Anyway, Wanda Thurman says, thanks for sharing your trip. Beautiful campsite. The view is amazing. Can't wait to see the sunset. Well, I missed it last night. I don't know why. Well, I didn't miss it. I saw it. It just wasn't all that exciting. There was a few clouds. It really wasn't all that. It was pretty, but can't do one every day. This is Valley of the Fires, Vavasor 1. Very nice. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, Vavasor 1. Brenda Coetta on Valley of the Fires. You are a great storyteller. Love history around your travels. Thanks for journey. You're welcome. There is a lot of history out here in this part of the western USA because there were some old silver mines. Of course, you had Billy the Kid, or actually I think his name was William McCarty, but anyway, yeah, and a lot of the Lincoln County Wars, but that was a very, very short period of time. That was in the 1860s, about a 8 or 10 year period, not very long. And but anyway, this is Brenda Coetta. You are great. So that's it. Rokomo 1. That sure is a lot of lava. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. It was 5,000 years ago. It's fairly recent as far as archaeological history goes. And yeah, 5,000 years ago, a volcano erupted right here in this area of New Mexico. Sure did. Bill K., the incredible journey continues. Looks good, Rusty. Yeah, thank you. Clint Price, thank you, Rusty. Hope viewers take this as a way to learn by this woman's tragedy and not learn it firsthand. Yeah, I was talking about texting. Do not text while driving. And the reason I did that, I just was talking to this lady here, and we were talking about the area and different things, and I noticed her left eye was a little strange. And anyway, then she told me, that she had been texting and while she was driving and flipped her vehicle. That's terrible, man. But yeah, but you got to know, you're meeting people all the time on the highway. They're doing that crap, and that's not good. Anyway, listen and heed, everyone. That's about do not text. Yeah, I guarantee you, don't do it, anybody. Just don't do it. Just wait till you get to wherever you're going. It's not that important. And what it is teenagers, everything is immediate. It has to be done right now. And that's what they do. In fact, even I can send a text. If I call anybody in my family, they may not ever call back. If I text within 2 minutes, there's a response. I don't know why. There's something to it. But anyway, Mark H. says, listen and heed. I agree. Aaron Costello, thanks, Rusty. Dreaming Angels Reborn. It says, so important. My cousin's son was jogging one morning, was hit, ran over and killed. The girl drove her vehicle up on the sidewalk and ran over him, did not stop. She was later found when she took her vehicle to the body shop. We think she was texting. Terrible, isn't it? Great advice, Rusty. Dreaming Angels Reborn. Love the history. Cajun Jameis. Very good message, Rusty. I'm sure all of us had experiences with this. Yeah, it's terrible. It says turn those phones off while driving. I'm telling you, if you're going to drive, drive. If you're going to talk, talk. I totally agree. This is Valley of the Fire State Park 10-day weather from PJ Bikerfool. He left a link. Well, I don't care what the weather says because they missed it last night. Because I checked the weather before and the winds before I came over here from Three Rivers Petroglyph site, and the highest winds looked like it was going to be in the low 20 mile per hour last night. I guarantee you the gusts were near 50 because we had some wind. But you know, they don't get it right all the time. So even when you check the weather, it's still a guess. Valley of the Fires, Janice Peck. That's my Apache tent trailer day spot. One of them, 70s. Of course, there wasn't paved site. We were walking in meadow looking at lava. Yeah, it's all pretty now. They've got it really fixed up. They got a little a path that's like a sidewalk that goes out into the lava flow and makes a big loop. I'm not sure how long it is, 3/4 of a mile or something. Dreaming Angels Reborn, nice spot. Interesting about the lava flow. Yeah, it is. It's interesting. All this stuff is interesting. Mike Butterfield, now you know why they wanted to go to California. The surfing is much better. Yeah, I can't surf on lava, can you? It says, Mike Butterfield, I almost drove off the road reading this, Rusty. Spilled my beer, too. Yeah, about do not text. That's cute. Vabasser 1, truth, do not text. That's true. A lot of comments on the do not text. At least people are interested in it. Paul Harrington, hi Rusty, great video. I totally agree. I never use my phone in the car. I have an Apple phone, and if I want to, I can ask Siri to text anybody that I want, but I still don't do it. I see it every day. I still work and drive, and in my opinion, it's the epitome of arrogance. Nobody is that important. And when we were young, we managed just fine. Literally, there is nobody that important. If you must, pull off the road, make your call or text. But that sounds great, but not many people do it. Richard Ross says, my son got a ticket for that last week. He got off easy, only $100. That's a lot of college. That's a lot for a college student, but as you described, he got off easy. Yeah, he could have had an accident and killed a family or something. Valley of the Fires says, Amish Sailor says, hey Rusty, 2 questions. Says, why don't you ever grill out? I just don't want to. Why don't you have a folding camp chair and sit outside? I do have a folding camp chair and I do sit outside sometimes. Why? I mean, what made you think I didn't? Anyway, that's okay. But anyway, Paul Harrington, unfortunately, is something I don't think will ever stop. The technology exists. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it says, however, about 1/3 of the cost of the automobile is the safety equipment. Go figure. Yeah, Dreaming Angels Reborn, comment, call, thumbs up to you. Paul Harrington, I'm still working and driving in the city every day, which is why I can't wait to sell my sticks and bricks homes, buy an RV, and live like Rusty. I can't wait. Well, Paul, I've been doing this for a long time, okay? And so this is kind of second nature to me. But the learning curve, there is a learning curve, okay? But just if you just go slow and everything works out, But back when I was younger, I was in a hurry. I don't know why I was. This do not text 5 in a row here. Roger St. Martin, thank God it could have been much worse. She could have been taken out of a family of 5. Well, they thought she was dead. The EMTs, none of them thought she was going to live because of her stupidity. Sorry, I have no patience for bad decisions. I hear you. This is shift into high. Just drive, you morons. Just drive. Pay attention. I hear you. Ernest Lucas. I live in a Chicago suburb. I am very familiar with people driving and texting. I would bet that at least 80% of the drivers here text while driving. Isn't that something? Some have had bad accidents as a result of it too. Says also the road rage here is getting worse each day. It seems as though people are just going crazy. Unbelievable. Good video and good advice, Rusty. I never text. It just makes no sense to me. Yeah, I haven't had any experience with road rage that I know of. But I hear people talk about it. I hope I don't, because I can sometimes rage right back, and that's not what you should do. You should just ignore it. But anyway, Bill K., good job, Rusty. I can hardly walk and chew gum at the same time, so I would never try to text and drive. I agree with you. Amish Sailor, not only is texting distracting, so are the new infotainment systems in most new vehicles. You can't even adjust your climate control without scrolling through multiple menus. Thank God they put in a half dozen airbags to cushion the impact when you're trying to just adjust the temperature. No, I hear you, man. Yeah, it is. The technology in the vehicles is not making the car less complicated. It's making it more complicated and more distracting. And the big, screens, in the cars now. But anyway, it's the future. But the counterbalance to it will be self-driving automobiles. In other words, you can be distracted if your car is not distracted. However, we're not quite there yet. We'll get there. It'll be a few more years, but we'll have cars that pretty much take care of themselves. I mean, they'll brake and dodge and all kind of stuff, Daryl Stanton's got two. Rusty 78609. The last time you were there, was the lava there? LOL. It looks beautiful there. My kind of place. Very peaceful looking. Do you have any video before the lava flow? Yeah, I did a video 5,100 years ago. Sometimes, like you, I entertain myself. Nice looking day. Yeah, it's a pretty day. Most of the days are nice here in New Mexico. Daryl Staten, yes, I would agree. If young people were not allowed to have cell phones until 21, it would save a lot more than guns would ever. Says Al Murikan, Murikan, M-A-U-R-I-K-A-N. Was the lava 5,000 years ago, or the nuclear testing 80 years ago? Well, the lava here flows, they say, was 5,000, and the nuclear test was in 1946, I believe. Or, yeah, I guess it was in 1946, I believe they tested it here. Don't know. Mountain Lady, thank you for sharing. I don't text, answer the phone while I'm driving, or make calls. That's a good idea, good thinking. Frank Shattuck, I don't text while sitting either. I don't text at all. I mean, every now and then I don't get but 2 or 3 texts a month. Amy Mosley Smith, thank you. Very sobering story. It was necessary for us to hear it. Well, I guess. Apparently people watched it. I was surprised anybody watched it. 2018 Sunray, little bitty travel trailer, Denise Jenkins. I said, I hate to point out the obvious, but how does this not have a gray tank? I don't know. The outside galley has a sink, so where does the gray water for that sink drain? They got a little bottle in there. Most campgrounds, no campgrounds will allow you to drain gray water onto the ground, hence the need for gray water tanks. So I'm a wee bit confused. Is it a portable tank that pulls out? Tell you what, Denise, do a Google search for the 2018 Sunray specs and see what you find. Amish Sailor, Valley of the Fires. That town you drove through looked like an atomic bomb hit it. It's just a little bitty town, actually. I mean, it's kind of the kind of town I grew up in. Newer Attitude TV, Valley of the Fires. Interesting, Lava Valley, nice place. Rusty, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of variety out here. You'll get to see it all as I see it. This is Valley of the Fires, Rondlin 100. Wonderful video, Rusty. Love the drive, time and history telling. Billy the Kid must have been a bad little MOFO. Love the photo bomb shot of yourself in front of Bo. I am very much enjoying your and our time in Mexico. Thank you. Yeah, Billy the Kid, he was what he was. He he was just an orphan that from the age 13 or before 13 he was on his own, and to survive, out here in the West there were some rough hombres, man. And it was every man for himself, and this kid was just trying to survive. As far as him being a rough little kid, he was like everyone else. He was, pretty much. Not everyone, but a lot of them. and was just a survivor. He decided he wasn't going to be run over. He was just a little skinny kid, and he got picked on, and he decided that cannon he carried on his hip was the equalizer, and dadgum if it wasn't. And so those people that killed his pseudo father, the Englishman, he killed every one of them, one at a time. He sure did. But he had help. He had some buddies. Carrie Duval, Rusty, can you explain to us why it's important to level your camper, etc.? No, I can't tell you, Carrie, why you would want to level your camper. I think the best thing to do is try it this way, and then that way, and see what you like better. And then you may come to the conclusion that level ain't bad. You need to get you a travel trailer, Carrie. You'll find out. Or go sleeping in the car, same thing. Cindy B, did he say what I thought he said? Yes, he did. Cindy B, how many trailer parking spots are at this location? For RVs, I think they've got 19. I could be wrong on it, maybe 17. And then they've got about 6 or 8 just tent sites. This is Andrea Collars on the tiny home. Looks good, but with my asthma and allergies, I don't think smelling cedar constantly would be good for me. Otherwise, I like it. Actually, Andrea, that turned out to be, it's a form of pine. This is Valley of the Fires. Life's a Trip RVing. That's the individual's name. Hey, Rusty, you need to get yourself a drone. Be awesome to see the area you are in from overhead. Well, I thought about that. And, anything like that, it's a toy. And, my hands don't work just right. I'm 72. And to do one of those things, you have to have some manipulative talent. And also to get a decent one, they cost about $1,000 for the one with the good camera and that will return, that you can find it. Yeah, so I don't think I'll do that at all, but it's a lot of guys that are RVing and doing YouTube videos, and they do make some very interesting videos. But I'm low tech here, guys. Low budget too. This is RHMRRO1. Says, I think he's from New Zealand, I guess, or somewhere. Says Rick from Cebu, C-E-B-U. I'll have to check out where that is. Where is Cebu? I don't know. Says, do not text. I was training to drive school buses back in 2012 and got behind someone who was texting while driving. There was some construction and she sideswiped the left side of her car on some huge concrete block used for separating traffic, took out her driver's side mirror, and the whole left side of the car was scraped up. The funny thing is, my trainer did not call the police to report her, and the young woman continued to text because she was still all over the lane she was driving in. Rick from Cebu, C-E-B-U. Okay, hi, Rick from Cebu. Sounds like somewhere. This is Rather Be Fishing on Do Not Text. It says, he says, do not answer your phone. Nothing is that important. There were 2 students from a local high school who died while texting. 2 separate incidents. I have friends who text or talk on the phone while driving. Stupid and selfish. Parents are afraid to say anything bad or scare their children. They want to be their best friend. I don't get it. Many seem desensitized and selfish. Well, it's a new world, unfortunately in some ways, but things are changing and things will get better, guys. Look at the good side. Because as they get better at the autonomous cars, which are coming, and whenever 5G is available, the 5th generation of what we're into now, whenever you look at your cell phone, it says 4G LTE. That's 4G, 4th generation long-term evolution. Well, when 5th generation long-term evolution is here, then self-driving cars will be right on the horizon. And anyway, that's all we're going to do today. We still got several left, but we just got so many I can't get to them all. A lot of comments on that do not text and drive. That surprised me. But anyway, we'll be doing some stuff. I'm still going to, I'll still show you the lava flow in the campground, closer look at it. And then we'll go take a look at Carrizozo and some stuff. And, there's things to see here. You just have to get it under a microscope. instead of a telescope. Okay? Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, but use the link to Amazon products if you think about it, because I'm an Amazon affiliate and I get a small commission and it does not cost you 1 penny. So if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, it helps. Okay? So what else? Then drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. Out here is mandatory. What will that do? That will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will also help you lose weight if that's what you need to do or want to do. What else? Drink plenty. I already said that, didn't I? What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that helps relieve stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. And is that good for you? You bet. And what else? Stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. And I'll do that in just a minute when it warms up a little bit after I have my breakfast. I'll walk through the park and do a short video. I may do today. I'll walk through the park, show you a few of the sights. Then I'll go do the walk around in the lava flow as part of my walk, and I'll do a section of that and show you exactly what it looks like up close. And yeah, that's my walking thing. And then also stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside your head, okay? And don't text while you drive, all right? You know, just use common sense. I know, anyway, I'm not going to say it. Use good judgment, and I know that's the hardest thing in the world to do. But having said that, enjoy your life one day at a time. That's what I'm trying to do right now. The adventure continues. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.